Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. They continue to be without their starting running back, but the good news, their backup is off to a terrific start. He was able to step in and have a very productive game last week. We'll see if he's able to keep up that same energy and same stamina here today. Back to you.
We'll see how they react. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. This offense has it with really good field position. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Runs through a tackle, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Making the adjustment. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Rushes on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it's no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Straight ahead, it's low. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is Guerrero. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Fights off a defender. He's got enough. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And it's up and no good. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run.
Number 96, set to kick this one away.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tells the run, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Maybe a double pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be an 8-yard loss.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's third down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the first down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on fourth.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking for the edge. The option, he'll keep it. Showing off the arms. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Unloads to the wideout. Good job just to get rid of that one.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion now, trying to set up a punt.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. And the Rebels in the hurry up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Looking for a man. It's Knight. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Cunningham. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Fast completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Tight end now in motion. Drops back on first down. Makes the catch. It's Warren. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete, going for the man. Explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
He's got the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do.
Joker. Mustang.
Wants to throw one first. Grab behind the line. It's Huff. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. This quarterback part of their running game. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Got to make the play on 4th. Throws to the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Looking for room. It's low.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll ride him again. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Could not make his way to the corner. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Found a little run room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Quick give. It's Overton. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Rebels want to move quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
2nd and long here. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Caught. It's Huff. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. A designed run for the quarterback. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wide receiver going in motion. He's changing the play. 2nd down to the air. Fires toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Going for the big play. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Boston College taking on the number 9 team, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Boston College with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
And I guess what they can take away from this one is they're back to even, 3-3 on the season. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
Headed to the edge, it's low. He breaks a tackle. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Keep it on the ground. Got an alley. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's low. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Takes the handoff. It's low. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He didn't make it. He's down at the 32, and that'll be 3 yards short of the line to gain and bring up 4th down. Quarterback changing the play. Needs it here on 4th down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And he's not going to get the 1st down. Good stop there. Plowing ahead on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Hits inside. It's Overton. Breaks into the open. The 10. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Man, how nice is it to be down, and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back, and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves, too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation, if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to short.
Oh, and they blocked it. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter.
Number 33, set to kick off.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Powers through the defender. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line in the running game, making its presence felt.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Turning it on. Enough to move the chains. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Once he got some room, it was over. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from... Makes a grab and room to run. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Motion from the back. To throw, it's Knight. Look out! Out wide left, it's Huff. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Got it. Oh, it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Changing the routes with his receivers. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Rebels. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's low. Past the 6. Finding some room. All the way. Touchdown, Aggies. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Sets his feet. It's Knight. That's reeled in. It's Cunningham. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Gets rid of it.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got...
Picked off to stop the threat. Taking it the other way. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap.